What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol PLTR for Palantir Tech. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. You can see our daily roadmap is in place. The reason I'm leaving it zoomed out is just to reiterate the fact that we are on a fairly substantial downtrend here. The next thing I would point out is that if we do something like this, you'll notice our next major supports are coming from 14 as well as 1014. And where are those numbers coming from? Why are they significant? Well, if we look back in the past, let me grab the other tool to zoom in here. And do something like this, 14, prior low end of this flag pullback right there before we went on that run, and 1014 because it was resistance, then we pulled back perfectly on the break and retest. That's where those two numbers are coming from. Back on over to the recent price history, the other things I would point out about what's been going on the past couple of days specifically is that on today's session, we gapped underneath a green candle, indicating that anyone who tried to get long on Friday woke up feeling some pain, and that added to the selling pressure, right? So moving on over to the 30-minute, we know the daily is fairly bearish. Let's take a look at the 30. See what else we can learn about the price action. And it honestly, it was all over the place this morning. If you were watching the indexes, I mean, in the first hour or so of the day, it was up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever. And PLTR kind of followed that pattern, ironically enough, even though it doesn't usually trade like the indexes. So what I would point out here is that we just built nothing more than a massive descending triangle and finally broke it into the afternoon session, right? We have all of these equal lows here into the afternoon. Let's go ahead and grab that price number around 1511. And when it finally broke, it increased the volume massively, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of market on close orders that went through, and that's leading to that volume pop. But regardless, the breakdown did happen on significant volume. Like even if, the market on close orders were bullish, it wasn't enough to push this higher and, invalidate that breakdown point there. So in my estimation, what this means going forward is that 1511 is going to be a massive pivot area on the intraday at least, right? So in tomorrow's session, if we open up underneath 1511, that's going to be your critical resistance to watch out for. I would really pay attention to any inverted hammers that print around here, any sort of indecision dojis, basically things that make you question, are the sellers going to step back up? Does it look like they're starting to push prices lower again? If so, short under the lows, looking for downside continuation. I'm not saying it gets here all in one day, but 1407 is that next downside target from the daily time frame. To flip things bullish, it's not only got to get up and over that 1511. In my estimation, it has a lot more work to be doing than just that right there. In my estimation, it has to be 16 even. Now, why is that the number? Because that's kind of where we opened and closed that doji candle where people could have been accumulating. That's going to make those people who actually did that and had the guts, so to speak, to hold through this move, they're going to start feeling happy once again. And anyone who's short, late to the party in here, as we start taking out this high and getting closer to that 16 and above, the shorts are going to start saying, oh no, this is not working out how we would have liked. So to me, 16 is your long entry for moves back higher, probably looking at 1717, the consolidation highs from there, or shorts if we fail to get up and over that 1511. And just to reiterate, on the trade tab, you'll notice it's easy to borrow and there's plenty of volume here on the put side of things if you were so inclined to trade options on it. So that's going to wrap up my thoughts inside of PLTR. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.